Lime Park, a spectacular place with stunning views, surrounded with wonderful gardens leading to the historic house. You could spend hours exploring this place with your loved ones. Now, let's see what we are baking next in East West Bake. Our first recipe in this episode is bahulu cake, a Malaysian traditional cake, or some would call it Asian Madeleines.
Welcome once again to East West Bake. Today we're going to be looking at some traditional foods, and traditional foods play a major part in cultures around the world. And with it being baking, we're going to look at cakes. For us guys in the West, traditional afternoon tea plays a major part in things that we do. What are you going to be cooking for us today?
I'm going to be introducing this. It's very exciting. Well, we normally have this during our festive season, and it's called bahulu. So you will see like a nice mold that I'm going to be introducing, but I'm sure like I can suggest some alternative like a mold, like a muffin tray or so that you can use. But so we're going to have fun actually preparing this because I'm going to be sharing some tips that go along with this dish. We're going to start with like beating up the eggs and also with the caster sugar. But Brian, can you pass me the bowl please? I'm going to do the messy job anyways. I'm going to crack the eggs in. So take about 4 eggs altogether. Now normally, I mean, you'll see all these like cake recipes, you need to beat up the eggs first, right? They're nice and fluffy. But for this recipe, it's always going to be just like, together both the caster sugar and eggs together, I'm going to add in the caster sugar.
So in terms of the density of this cake, is it light, is it heavy?
It's very light, It's very light. So that's why we're going to beat the eggs and sugar for just about 8 to 10 minutes. So if you can help me with that, so you're going to see how this is going to create like a volume. So that's something that we're going to show to the audience as well. Okay, so that's ready.
Onto the machine.
Yes, please. Now, one of the tips that I'm going to share with you, now these are the cafe lamb leaf, but you know when you use the eggs and you always have this kind of a smell, so I mean to reduce that kind of smell, so that's why you need something like quite refreshing like this cafe lamb leaf. So I'm just going to bruise this, right? So what's going to happen is once we finish beating the egg with sugar, so I'm going to take the leaves out, so bruise it. Just to release the smell, you smell it? Thank you. So that's going in. Now we just continue beating it. Now Brian, remember I told you I'm going to be sharing lots of tips for this recipe. Now this is one of them, right? So I have here plain flour. Now we're going to toast this plain flour just by itself. So the reason being, right, this is like what's going to make this bahulu can be kept long. So you're going to help me with that?
Of course.
There you go.
I thought you were doing it for flavour, but it's not. You're now drying flour.
Yes.
Toasting the plain flour can actually prevent the cakes from getting moldy and staled easily.
Right, looks like the plain flour is ready, so nicely toasted, So now we're just going to transfer it onto the tray, then we're going to cool it down first, And I'm going to add in this is the baking powder, so that's going in. And also a pinch of salt. Maybe a couple of pinches of salt. Right, Right, so now we have the egg and sugar mixture ready. Yeah, so nice and fluffy. So now we're gonna add in this plain flour mixture bit by bit. Okay, so if you can help me to mix that first.
So add it gradually so you don't get pockets of flour.
It is, yeah. So otherwise you get all this like clotted that's not nicely mixed together.
After removing the kaffir lime leaves, we transfer the mixture into the piping bag. We then take out the already greased bahuli tray from the oven as we proceed to the last step before we start baking, which is piping the mixture into the tray until just right below the top line.
Now you can see that because it's, the mold is hot enough, I mean it starts rising already, so I'm going to put it straight into the oven, yeah, so bake it for like between 8 to 10 minutes, and then you'll see that it's kind of like turning into brown, like a golden brown, and then it should be ready for you to take it out from the oven, yeah, and then just, repeat the whole process again.
Lovely colour.
Yeah, and well done to you because you piped it. So it's nice and neat there. I'm just gonna skim one and look at that. Yeah. So, now, does that remind you of something?
It reminds me so much. We were talking about our Western madeleines.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, but is it madeleine quite flatter than this, or
no? It's slightly different shape.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, still well risen. Very nice.
That's beautiful.